Jersey numbers like these have crazy stories behind why players chose them. And Zlatan picked his jersey number? Or the jersey number picked him? Because he thinks he's God.
I'm not joking.
This grown-ass man with a ponytail sometimes tweets out that he's God, so I wasn't even surprised his wildness followed him on the football field. Zlatan wore a bunch of different numbers throughout his career. 27, 16, 9, 8, 11, 18. But once he got near the end of his career and was back on AC Milan, they revealed his brand new jersey number, 21. As you could see, the number 21 looked exactly like his initial ZI, but that ain't the only reason it was given to him. Apparently Zlatan let his oldest son pick between all the numbers that were available, and even though his opinion was going with 21, Zlatan thought about it and eventually decided he'd go with it because he also had his own reason. Seeing as the god of football, Cristiano Ronaldo, always wore number 7, when a reporter asked Zlatan why he chose 21, dude actually said, "'Cause I'm 3 times better than Ronaldo." Wait a minute. 3 times better? I need a calculator for this. Because if you're a high school dropout like me and didn't know, 3 times 7 equals 21. Now I get it. But what's even crazier is Ronaldo didn't even pick his jersey number. He stole it. The number 7's been important to Ronaldo since he was a teenager. Because once he became a part of Man U, he found out that the number 7 was special because it's what all the other legends who played there wore. So because of Ronaldo's potential to also become legendary, they basically forced him to wear the number, but he never switched it up. From that point on, no matter what club he was playing for, Man U, Real Madrid, Juventus, United again, or even when he represented his country of Portugal, everywhere Ronaldo went, the legendary number 7 came with him, so that's why it literally became part of his name when he became branded as CR7. Ronaldo had this name put onto his merch line, cleats, sunglasses, underwear, cologne, things any fans could buy. Then he started using his CR7 brand to flex on everybody. $1 million custom watches, a $2 million Bugatti, a $25 million private jet, and even stuff that doesn't have a price like his airport or even his own museum. Basically everything of his has his name and number on it, meaning any number change would lose millions or potentially even $1 billion. So cause of all of that, it seemed like there was no way Ronaldo would ever choose another number. Until the football world was hit with some breaking news that Ronaldo would be signing a record-breaking deal with a new club, Al Nassr. The problem was, they had a player named Jalolidin Jello-Aladdin mashed potato. I don't care, this dude, okay? Sorry, I only speak English. Anyways, he already wore the number 7 and dude wasn't gonna give it up for anything. Or at least that's what he thought. The only reason he wore 7 is because typically players who wear the number are considered the most skilled and are most popular amongst fans, so obviously that boosted his ego. But Ronaldo's arrival had fans and even Ronaldo himself anticipating what number he'd choose, especially after his club posted a picture of him looking at a uniform with no number. Their post seemed suspicious, almost as if they were purposely trying to hide what his number would be, which is exactly what they were doing when people saw reports come out that behind the scenes, Ronaldo was making demands for the number and things turned into chaos. Not only did it get the club's manager fired after problems started in the locker room, but the player who wore number 7 was refusing to give the number up, which literally had the club threatening to terminate his contract if he didn't change. So just to avoid losing his job, eventually, whatever dude's name is, switched from 7 to 77, and that allowed Ronaldo to continue wearing his favorite number, all because he stole the number from his teammate. But how another football legend got their jersey number came after the closest person to him died. That tragedy was something Phil Foden could have never been prepared for. Because when he was a kid, he was only a Man City fan because of his grandpa, Ronnie. And that's also who got Phil opportunities to be involved with their club beyond being just a fan. Phil was allowed to be a player escort where you got to walk with pro footballers onto the field and worked at City Stadium as a ball boy. As time went on, Phil even started becoming such a good football player himself, City's football academy let him join and believed that one day he'd become a legend. Phil was just hoping that his grandpa could eventually watch him go pro with their club. As quick as his career was going up though, right before he was able to accomplish his dream, Phil's world came crashing down when he found out that his grandpa passed away. This was heartbreaking news for Phil, especially because his grandpa died at only 47 years old. And Phil wasn't ever gonna forget that number. So not long after, when Phil finally got the opportunity to play for his and his grandpa's favorite club, he chose 47 just to make sure his grandpa was always with him on the pitch. Just having the number on his jersey, that wasn't enough though. Phil wanted to continue honoring his grandpa by getting it permanently put onto his body with a tattoo. He also got a custom diamond chain with a pendant of the number, and eventually even got 47 cut into his hair. Now, alright, Not every jersey number in football is so emotional, because why another football legend chose their number is one of the weirdest coincidences in football history. And just choosing the number 69 definitely had me Googling a little bit about this guy. Apparently Vicente Lizarazu is regarded by pundits as one of the best left backs of his generation, which I took as being a legend, cause I don't know what the hell a pundit is, and between these words these football fans be saying, combined with these players' names, man, all of it be having me confused as Anyways, like I said, he chose one of the wildest jersey numbers an athlete could, 69. This is something that not many athletes have the balls to wear. I mean, even the NBA banned it because it wasn't family friendly. Because, I'm sure you know a little something that number represents. But even though 69 is something I do in my free time, Vicente didn't choose it because of my reasons. So I was thinking maybe he chose it because of the rapper, 6ix9ine?
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb, huh?
Okay, rap boy, calm down. I guess he didn't. It was actually because some weird coincidences of the number were showing up all throughout Vicente's life. He was born on December 9th, 1969. He eventually grew up to be 169 centimeters tall, or 1.69 meters. He also weighed up to a grand total of, drumroll please, 69 kilograms. Man, so all along, the 69 was inside of him. That's freaky. But 69 is nothing compared to Erling Haaland choosing his jersey number. Just so we'd make millions. Haaland was hinting about what numbers he was deciding on for a while. Before even joining Man City, he tweeted out a pic of him as a kid wearing one of their jerseys with the number 15 on it, with the caption as, "To be continued." Even Man City themselves responded saying, "See you soon." So I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't have had blue balls if he didn't join the blue squad. Anyways, but the pic was also interesting because it said dad on his jersey, which represented how his dad, Alfie, played for their club and also rocked the 15 that little Haaland was wearing. So many felt that because he wore 15, Haaland would follow in the footsteps and wear that. But Haaland was keeping things hush-hush long enough for fans to begin speculating something else might happen. Because during the official reveal of Haaland joining their club and wearing a full Man City uniform, throughout the entire video, he was wearing a jersey with no number. Then, he gifted his dad a jersey with the word son on the back, and even this had no number. So after all of that, an entire blog was going crazy with predictions of what other numbers he'd possibly choose. First, they predicted Haaland might go with 19, because it's what he wore during his first season as a pro in his homeland, and is also a popular number amongst other strikers that played the same position as him. Then some were saying he'd go with 30, because it's the first number that helped him start becoming a star player. Another number that Haaland loved was 23, and he repped it proudly to represent some of the greatest to ever do it. David Beckham, Michael Jordan, and my personal favorite, La Daddy. Just look at that number on him. Anyways, unfortunately though, that number was off limits because one of City's players who wore the number passed away and they retired it. So even though fans were guessing several numbers, that's when Haaland shocked everybody by choosing a number nobody was predicting, 9. That number represents a lot in football and in the real world. On the field, 9's been worn by plenty of legendary players, so a lot of responsibility comes with wearing it. It's only given to players willing to lead the line, are a goal-scoring threat, and basically the team's focal point. That's just part of the reason why Haaland chose it though. It's also one of the most loved jersey numbers amongst football fans, which would take Haaland's status to a new level with more marketing and a huge business boost in jersey sales. So ironically, after he started wearing the number, he began setting crazy records until he arguably became one of the best players in the entire world. So no wonder why the demand for Haaland's number 9 jersey has only gone up. Fans worldwide began buying his jersey more than ever, and once I saw him turning into a legend, making millions of dollars, I just had to cop his number 9 jersey too. But Lionel Messi chose a new jersey number just so he didn't lose his best friend, and it changed football rules forever. Before Messi even met his best friend, he was wearing the number 30 while playing for Barcelona and trying to make a name for himself when one of their most legendary players ever, Ronaldinho, was leaving the club and passed him his jersey number at 10. This was a huge honor because it basically meant that Messi was next up, so while wearing that number, he took his game to superstar level. Things were about to change forever though, because news broke that Barcelona was also signing the most hyped player ever at the time, Neymar. At first, Messi had issues with him joining the team, because he thought there would be problems over who got number 10, since Neymar wore it for his Brazil national team. But Neymar settled for the closest number he could just so they could work out by taking 11, and that was only the first surprise to Messi though. He also quickly realized how good of a pair they were when they not only became one of the best duos in football, won multiple tournaments together, and starred in ads for car companies. They built a bond beyond football to the point where Messi even started looking at Neymar like a best friend and a brother. Unfortunately though, the time came for them to separate. PSG offered a record-breaking transfer for Neymar to leave Barcelona, and it was an offer nobody would refuse. It was heartbreaking though, That's why Neymar teared up talking about Messi, saying, "It's a story I tell everyone. At the time when I needed the most support, the man on the team, the best in the world, came and gave me love." To be honest, it's very difficult because Leo was a very special guy for me at Barcelona. Now, as sad as their breakup was though, Neymar kept Messi close to him by wearing number 10 with his new squad. Then only a few years later, breaking news hit the football world when Messi was the one tearing up. Now he was being forced to leave Barcelona, the only club he played for his entire life. So with no choice but to make a decision on where he'd play next, he chose PSG just so he could reunite with his boy Neymar. Now, Neymar knew this was a huge move for Messi and offered to give up his number 10 for him, but Messi refused because he didn't want to stay in the relationship whatsoever. Now, that didn't stop fans from creating custom jerseys anyways, but Messi instead just planned on going back to his old number 30 until he realized a brand new problem. In the French league where Messi was about to play, they had a rule that only goalkeepers were allowed to wear number 30, so PSG had to get special permission from the league for Messi to even wear it. And after much debate back and forth, not only did they of course make an exception for the best player to ever play there, this jersey number issue made people realize how dumb the rule was, so the league completely got rid of it, allowing any player to wear any number. So eventually PSG dropped a reveal of their stacked ass roster, everybody's jersey numbers for the upcoming season, and at the very end, Messi got his 30, like Stephen Curry. I forgot I wasn't Hoop Flicks for a sec. My bad. As shocking as jersey numbers are though, they got nothing on Ronaldo. Ew, this man really did that. And that's not even the only time he shocked the world. A deadly plane crash that almost killed hundreds of people, a controversy so wild the police got involved, that I might have helped him get away with.
FBI, open up!
Alright guys, it's time for me to jump off my balcony and escape, so hurry, click this video before they get you too. Ah!